Hello. Welcome, gamers. It is, in fact, Windows update time. Do you see this, guys? There's a Windows update. Maybe I should not update. Have you considered not updating Windows? Because sometimes, apparently, it breaks stuff. Maybe I just should never update. I don't know. Anyway, welcome, Stream Elements. Welcome, Ronmu. Welcome, Mr. Eldritch. Welcome, Slimeholder, Defins, Nanolather, Duck, Old Man Diabetes. My coworker had his laptop broken by a Windows update a couple days ago. Yeah, I saw there were like some pretty bad ones recently. There was like one that like made it so that recovery mode didn't work, which seems like a really bad thing because, like, you know, you kind of need that if stuff goes wrong. You would like the recovery mode to like actually work. But I don't know. Also, welcome Defins, welcome Chicken Coop Enjoyer. Windows 11 bricked my speakers and mic. Man, what are they doing? Is it finally the year of the Linux desktop? Anyone switching to Linux? Not me. I'm on Mac, which is kind of like, in some ways, kind of like Linux. Is it actually? I'm actually a streamer. It's based on OpenBSD. It's totally different. I don't know. Anyway, guess what, guys? We're gonna open up On Together, and then we're gonna go do some Game Boy development as usual. I dual boot, and I have a Steam Deck and a laptop with Linux. Are you having a good time with it though? I would assume so. I imagine it's probably a good time, but the question is what Linux though? It can't just be Linux. It's got to be like, oh, you're on like, you know, like Ubuntu or like Mint or like NixOS or perhaps it's a regular Debian or something. I don't know. Welcome, Lunatic Lurker. Personally, haven't had updates break things, but I've been seeing more people telling me to switch to Linux, if only to not support Monopoly. Monopoly? Anyone even play Monopoly anymore? Not me. I've not played Monopoly in a decade. I just didn't want to get made fun of, but we don't know what it is though. Use Fedora. This guy's a Fedora. This guy's using a Fedora. I don't know. I don't really have too much preference. Wolfie's Lobby. Wolfie's Lobby. Request to join. Create. Connecting to server. Oh, look, that's me right there. All right, let's get the lobby code going. Copy this one. Paste it on together. Lobby. Welcome, C. Pullen. C. Pullen refuses to explain why he was banned. I use Mint, I know it's basic. I mean, it's like the most user-friendly option, right? Probably. I don't know, that's the one that's recommended for people. So like, you know, it's fine. It's the logical thing. It makes the most sense of everything. Literally everything. Okay, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down right here, right by the lemonade stand. Lemonade stand? How can it stand? It's a liquid. I guess you can have standing liquid. I don't know what I'm saying. What are we talking about? IMO, most people should use a basic distro. That's what they're for. Right? That's literally the purpose. Alright, so this is going to be in the corner. I'm going to put this like over here. And then I will show you what I have done. Also, this is today's image. It is Game Boy. It's me on the Game Boy. And I'm running. Or walking. I don't know. You can't really tell. It's either running or walking. One of those. Very similar actions. Alright, so as far as what I've done, I will show you. I'm going to pull the latest code. He's walking here. Literally walking here. I'm going to do git up, which is not a built-in git command. That's an alias that I have. Simply, I forgot why I need it, because it's pretty much just git pull with extra steps. And then there's Nanolater is joining. Welcome. And we're gonna run. Oh, here's a thing. I've added a thing for ROM usage. Now, this is a thing. If you're making a Game Boy game, you gotta consider the different memory banks that you used. I've added a thing that just runs ROM usage, and it'll tell you how much is free. Welcome, Tag Barrel. Walking away, Game Boy, who said, "See you later, boy." That's a reference to Avril Lavigne. I know that reference. Yeah, you got ROM usage. Currently we have 4 ROM banks in use. In use. I can't talk. I don't know how to talk, guys. And then, okay, here's the latest updates. You may be like, Wolfie, what's new? What's going on with the Game Boy development? Good question. You might notice this looks the same as it was. However, I've done many optimizations under the hood related to banking. It's really kind of boring stuff though, you know, banking, you don't really care about banking. But it more efficiently splits things across different banks. And then here's the new thing, okay? You know how like some of these image backgrounds, for example, this mushroom, if we solve this one, look at that, this is the new thing. Instead of always filling in the background with white, and then this stuff is gray over white, it fills in the background as well. So everything can have its own custom background color. Welcome, Brooke. And this one, look at this, this one's a black background, because this one is a black background. Rat and cheese. Op Ratlo. And so that'll make it so that images look better. So it's not just like, you know, blended in with the white background and all that. There's one example where it's like, was it this one? Wolfie face? Yeah, this one. This one, without this one, it'll just be like white. And then like this thing blends in to this part. And like it doesn't look as good. But now it's separate. Now you can distinguish background colors. Welcome, Zoli. As far as how I did that, it's actually quite simple. It's actually quite ingenious. Is you know how like puzzle sizes in this game can be maximum 15 by 15, and we have like this stuff right here that's not in use? This stuff will never be used because it's just, you know, it's just there for no reason. Just because the Game Boy has like 8x8 tiles and you gotta like do something. Anyway, the way that this works is that you have, if you set a color as the border color, such as this one, if you set this color here, it will use this color as the background color when you reveal the puzzle. You can leave this stuff blank, right? This stuff is fine, but then this thing will determine what gets shown. So for this one, if you have this background, it's there, it's like that, and I think that adds some nice things to it, you know? It looks pretty nice. I've also added the pumpkin. I feel like I said that wrong. Pumpkin. The pumpkin that was created by Xtag on the Discord. And technically, I could have called it Jack-o'-lantern. It's probably the better thing to call it, but I called it pumpkin. Because, you know, what is a jack-o'-lantern if not simply a superset of pumpkin? Right, so that's it. And then, let's see, what else did I do? A bunch of things. A lot of things have been done. A lot of things that are actually kind of boring. Banking. Adding functions that are banked. Adding banked versions of other functions, adding far pointers. Anyone even care about far pointers? Fixing compiler warnings. Oh, this is another thing that I added. I forgot about this. Or maybe I did talk about this. Before it used to be that if you solve a puzzle, it'll draw it one tile at a time. So it would draw this tile, it would draw this tile, and then it would draw this one, and then this one, which looked a bit strange. So I've changed the code around so that it actually draws like this. It draws like this. No matter how many tiles the actual image is, it's going to draw directly like that. So that works. It looks good, I think. Welcome Pongtown. Am I sick? I feel like I'm not sick, but when I started talking today, I was like, it feels like my voice sounds different. And I guess by you asking, that has confirmed that perhaps I sound different. I was under that impression as well, but I did not ask about it. But now I know. Now I know. But then I could also have responded, what if I'm always sick, you know? Like in a cool kind of way. Like, whoa, this guy's sick. And then if I said no, you would have been like, no, dude, you're always sick. I'm like, I know. Sick. Sick in the cool way. It sounded a little different. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I am sick. Maybe this is one of those things where I am actually sick. And then I'll be like, you know, tomorrow's stream, I'll be like, hey guys, I'm actually sick. And then I don't stream. Wouldn't that be messed up? Also, thank you, Props Not Jack. Welcome. Thank you for the 38 months. That is, in fact, many, many months. Several dozens of months out there. But yeah, as far as what I'm doing today on stream, I don't know. I'm still not sure. I guess I could just design puzzles. I could look at my to-do, decide what I still have to do. I thought I was sick, but it was actually air quality and low humidity. Does that usually cause what does that cause? Does that cause sickness? Does that just cause your voice to sound different? Does that cause nasal congestion? I feel like I'm talking, the way that I'm talking today doesn't feel as like, I don't know how to describe it. It feels a bit stilted, you know? Like I have to pause a bit more than I normally do. It also does feel like my throat is a little bit dry. What's the word for it? Brain fog, I don't know. I don't know, guys, I just don't know. Anyway, let me look at my list of things that I have to do. Sounds like you're not passing as much air through your nose. That may also be possible. It does feel like my tongue is like drier. I don't know why that is. Maybe, I don't know. You psychoanalyze every action. Can you be like, streamer, I've had this issue before. This was solved by drinking tea, specifically black tea with honey and lemon and other such things. I don't know. Okay, things that I have to do. Okay, we got sounds, music, that's done. That, you know, add more sounds and music. Screen decorations. Oh, there's a thing I need to do. I forgot about this. For the small puzzles, like this, we have like this much empty space, right? All this stuff out here that there's nothing, literally so empty. The way that Mario's Picross does it is for 5x5s, they put the controls on the right side, which I think makes sense. Because, you know, if you're starting off the game, you don't know like what to press, and then you look at the buttons and it's like, oh, okay, you press left and right to move, obviously. You press up and down to move up and down. You press A to mark something. Welcome, Porku. That's it. Where was it? Where they never shows like they never show like the 5x5s here. What is that? Everyone's always focused on the 15x15s. Also, do you guys know that there was like a a Pokemon Picross that was unreleased, but then everyone knows about that one, right? But then did you know that there was another Pokemon Picross that was even before that Pokemon Picross? And they had a 16 by 16 Picross in there. Let me pull up the image. This thing, I saw a video the other day, and it was like, hey, this is Pokemon Picross before the Pokemon Picross that we knew that was canceled. The original Game Boy Pokemon Picross. Welcome, Aaron. Why not add 5x5 to the search? Wait, what search? Which search? I only know about the 3DS one. Yeah, there was a canceled Pokemon Picross for the Game Boy Color. It looked quite nice, actually. Game Boy Picross dev. No, this is not GB Studio. I dropped GB Studio like a month ago. Pokemon, no, you can't do that. Pokemon Picross Game Boy, right? This one, the unreleased Pokemon Picross for Game Boy. Okay, so this is kind of what I was getting at. They have the controls on the right side. And then they have text on the bottom. This one is interesting because it's got like numbers on the bottom instead of at the top. And yeah, but then even before, oh, this is their level select screen. You have the trainer going around, and then there's like levels. You walk around, you press up and down. Very similar to mine. It was just a coincidence that in mine as well, you also press up and down to go between levels, or I guess pages. But yeah, this is one from before that Game Boy Color one even came out. They had 16 by 16. Old Pokemon Picross could have been good. It would have been fun. But yeah. But when I saw that the way that they marked these off, I thought they fit a 20 by 20 Picross on the screen, and I was like, how did they do that? And then I noticed it was split up in groups of 4 instead of 5. So it's not actually 20 by 20, but it kind of fooled me. I was like, how did they fit so much? I thought the maximum was 15 by 15. But no, it was 16 by 16. And then I tried to make a concept of like, what if I tried? You know, if I tried to fit a 20 by 20, could I do it? And I had tried and made an attempt. Oh, okay, I guess I can't paste directly from my Mac onto Windows. I have to I guess I have to upload it somewhere? I don't know. Okay, never mind. Okay, what if I screenshotted this? What if I simply opened with folder and then I dragged it into OBS? Haven't heard that sound in a while. Windows. Imagine using Windows. Here. This was my attempt at a 20 by 20 on a Game Boy. Now the issue here is the font. It's very hard to fit a font onto a 4x4. What is it? 5x5? So that's 4. That's 4x4. Having a font in a 4x4 is very hard. How do I make this not blurry? Is there like an image property setting? Scale filtering? Point? Ah, there it is. Like, is this font even readable? If I were to try to do a 20 by 20, the font would have to be this small. I feel like it's like kind of hard to read, you know? But yeah, you could theoretically fit a 20 by 20. It's just that it would be very small and hard to read. But it could happen. You could also make it so that you can scroll. Perhaps you show the numbers at the top and the left side all the time, and then this stuff you could be zoomed in. I don't know, there's a few options. But I just don't know. Anyway, okay, hold on. Things... I got sidetracked. Things that I still have to do. Right, we were going to look into adding some text on the right side, because that would be cool. If I open up Nonogram bottom. Nonogram bottom dot a sprite. For a 5x5, there's a bunch of stuff that we could put on this side. Now, should I be working on this or something more interesting? I don't know. I feel like the core gameplay is mostly done. It's kind of just like decorations, music. I don't know. Does anyone even know anymore? Anything else up? Anything? I forgot I added that. You can't actually solve the puzzle anymore. Pressing Z just solves it automatically for you. Because I was getting tired of solving the same puzzles over and over again really fast. Whoa, what the? Looking cool. Looking pretty cool. Yeah, let's... Okay, what do we add up there? We can add some text. Okay, the annoying part though is that I have the top part separate from the bottom part. I should maybe have put these in the same image. In retrospect, that may have been a better idea. But maybe not, because we also need this thing. This thing is separate. The top left is its own separate graphic. This thing is its own graphic. This thing is its own graphic. I have to do some work. Hope you don't mind me sitting here while I lurk. If you want, I can move. No, that's fine. That's entirely what the game is for. That's why I had this pop-out thing, so you could see fellow chatters that are doing things. Because otherwise, there's not really a point to being in the game. I mean, there's still kind of a point, right? I don't know. Anyway, I also got my my data exported from Twitch. Remember a few streams ago? We were like, oh, you know, you could like request your data from twitch.tv and they'll send it to you. You could see like all your chat history. You could see all of your when you followed a channel, when you unfollowed channels, all the ads that you've shown and were seen. They got that today. I was like, man, they have like a lot of stuff. You could be like, when did I first find this streamer? You could just track down your first message. And I was like, whoa, okay, that was my first message. And then you could track down, it even shows you like when you've seen their stream. It tracks like whether you watched the VOD, whether you were following them when you saw the VOD, how you found them, whether it's by like the sidebar or like a recommended thing, or like you search for something, what category they were streaming at the time, what browser you were using, your location. They got everything. They're tracking everything. It's amazing because, you know, signed up for Justin.tv back in the day, and that was like what, like at least 10 years ago, 15 years ago maybe, I don't know, 13 years ago, and they still had many of that information. It really makes you think. You're like, man, these websites, they're storing all our data. You would think that they would delete them, but then I guess maybe not. Like, what reason would they have to delete them? There is no reason. Literally no reason to do so. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have to talk about. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm gonna end the stream. It's time to raid. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, maybe I want to do like this this stuff, this thing off stream. I'll figure out something else to work on today, because I feel like adding this side panel might be kind of boring. 14 years of data, yes. I could just design more puzzles today. I feel like that's usually pretty fun. Fixing banner position, I've done that. This is done. Render text to a different buffer. Puzzles unsolved, show question mark, that thing is done. Settings menu, we need a settings menu. Save data, that's done. Save previously solved things. So I have themes. I'm Not really. It's kind of just whatever I think is relevant. Some of them are things that are related to my stream or streamers that I watch. We'll have Choco Dog, we have Wolf's Rant. But then we also have like random stuff, you know? Just random things. Got a burger, you got pizza, you got an egg, a laptop, a mushroom. Welcome X-Tag. Yes, there is the pumpkin. It's there, it's literally right there. Let's see, what else do I have to do? What else is on my list? Render text, settings menu, a way to reset save data. Do people usually consider that stuff? Resetting save data? Allow crossing off numbers manually? I feel like I could do that, but it would take a while to implement. I guess it would probably be useful, you know? Because like, sometimes you're like, oh, I know this one is solved. I wish there was a way to mark that this was solved. For the speed run, well, for the speed run though, you could just delete the save file in the emulator. But then what if people want to speed run on real hardware, right? Obviously that's going to happen. Everyone's going to be like, I can't wait to play this game on real hardware. Imagine playing this on an emulator the way that it's not intended to be played. Unbelievable. Yo, X-Tag is joining. Welcome, welcome. Sometimes numbers are automatically marked off and I don't know why. It's because the algorithm has determined that you've already solved it. Usually games have a way to turn that off. I guess not all of them, but some of them do. I don't know, feels like it'd be kind of complicated. Also thank you Last Tabaka for the 4 months. That is in fact many months. That is in fact several months. Perhaps even billions of months. The algorithm knows, but I can't figure out. Yeah, sometimes it tells you more things that you wanted, or than you wanted to know. You're like, oh, I guess I solved this. I was not aware that I've solved it. Yeah, 4 years. 4 hours. Thanks for the 4 hours of subscription. Alright, what if what we do today, we'll make a new puzzle, guys. You know, I really should have separated these into like, based on size. Because like at the moment, if I want to add a 10 by 10, I have to like find where my 10 by 10s are, and then like add a new tag, and then that like offsets everything else. What if I did that today? What if I simply just... No, that might be kind of annoying though. Because then they would be in different banks. I don't know, it's just me inventing problems. Alright, let's just make a new one. New tag. Sorry, new empty frame. And then the question is, what is this puzzle going to be? What is something somewhat related to my stream that I could make a puzzle from? Could I load a... Oh, I could make ham flow. Well, hold on. I could draw Hamflow's ham. That's related to the stream, right? Twitch emotes. Let's just copy Hamflow3 ham. Hamflow3 ham. This could be a good puzzle. You know, it's got a lot of solid colors. I was trying to make a VSQ snowy tree in A-Sprite, but it was hard. Yeah, I mean, it is quite large. The Hamflow3 ham. If Flo about to copy strike this game, he would never. Welcome, Wed. What was the nonogram? This one. Generate from image. Okay, what if we simply copy this? Can I simply just paste it? Just resize it. Oh, what the? Oh, there's the puzzle. There's the resized ham. I wish they let you like paste it at a smaller size, you know, because it requires me to resize it and then paste it in. Alright, let's just not do that. Let's just draw it by hand. By ham, even. So we have a ham, we got this thing. It kind of tapers a little bit. It's like this. What if I just freehand it? And then you got this thing. And then you got the ham, the part of the ham that is ham-like. Now, I probably should resize it. I think it would make more sense. Just pre-resize it. And then, so this is 24 by 24. To make it 15 by 15, it would need to be 60%. Is that true? Me when I don't know math. Is that true? Oh shoot, that was actually, oh, this looks pretty good actually. But it must be one smaller. Hey, look at that. Alright, and then you got, okay, this is the ham. Man, do you hear that? My voice is like dying. Maybe I am sick. Have I considered that maybe I am in fact sick? Wouldn't that suck? I can't wait for the Saturday Wolfie stream. And then I'm like, oh, bro, I'm sick. What if early water? No. Imagine. I guess I could. You know, what if I just hydrate right now? Well, maybe like half the hydration that I normally would hydrate. I'm gonna do that. Alright, I've done it. Never before seen. It's been seen before. It has been known to happen on occasion. Alright, so this is the ham. Okay, this right here is ham. What about Game Boy puzzle? Now, Mario's Super Picross did have one. Mario's Picross Game Boy. They had a puzzle. Yeah, wait, it was literally, was it this one? It was not this one. They did have a puzzle. It was a 15 by 15 that was actually a Game Boy. Yeah, this one. No, it would just be copying it though. Welcome fist. Cross this. Cross what? Pants grab. Plants grab. Do y'all see that they remade Plants vs. Zombies, but it's bad? You guys see that? Do you guys see that it's bad now? What were they thinking? What were they thinking, guys? What were they thinking? Don't they know that they can't be doing that stuff nowadays? Yeah, what were they thinking? Guys, we don't even know. Okay, well the ham is gotta have like stuff, you know, this circular thing around it. As you know, all ham oh, this looks pretty good actually. This actually looks pretty good. That right there, that's a ham. If I've ever seen a ham before, that right there is in fact a ham. Now the question is this ham solvable? You gotta open up puzzle.png, paste it, save it, and then go to the nonogram solver. Make that a 15 by 15, generate from image. Puzzle, it is not solvable. Actually, so much of it is not solvable that it's actually kind of messed up. Okay, so how do we make this solvable? What if we make the inside solid? That doesn't do anything. I mean, you could do the classic thing of giving it a border. Like this. You could always just be doing this. That's like the thing, you know? That's the thing that people do. But this one also is a bit unsolvable. Now this is solvable now. Does that look good? Maybe that looks good. Maybe this is fine. So let's see. So we gotta add this. It's gotta be this. And then also this. And that. And this. And then it goes, and then it simply just goes. Has anyone gone anywhere recently? Is anyone going anywhere? I wish they had the console interface for PvZ on PC. It required a lot less clicking. I've actually never played Plants vs. Zombies. It is a classic game that a lot of people know and love, but I have just never played it. Just never had the interest. Went to a convention last week, probably going to another convention next week at the same con hall. I remember when you said you had to leave for the convention, and then I was like, which convention? And then I was like, is this SakuraCon? And then I was like, it can't be SakuraCon. It was not SakuraCon. I don't know what it was. And I may never know. I thought you meant Protoss versus Zerg. No, that's a different thing. That's a totally different thing. Chainsaw Man movie? Is there a Chainsaw Man movie? Chainsaw Man, how did it do that? Chains can't see. Chains don't even have eyes. That's crazy. Tell me it chainsaw this man. It was a retro game convention. Creative Clippy was there. That's enough to dox me. And now we know. Now, if anyone wanted to look up information on him, you would know. You would all know. And that's why you don't reveal information. That's why you can't be revealing information. Just because the streamer asked. Okay, maybe this is good, right? Maybe. Have we considered maybe this is good? Perhaps. Let's add this, the new tag, ham. And then let's try running it. Let's try running the software. Anyone running their software? I just want to see what it looks like in the game. Like, it's going to solve it immediately, because the way that my buttons are configured, it just does that. I feel like maybe we want, see, because like, we don't have the white outline around everything, which makes it look a bit strange when we have the background. So we could consider just having it be like this, but that also looks a bit strange. Oh, what if to make it more solvable? What if we added, like, instead of doing this, what if we just had, like, this outline be a bit thicker? You know, it could be like this instead. I feel like sometimes that helps. Sometimes that makes it solvable. Especially since we know Wolfie takes notes, I do take notes. I'm always out there taking notes. When people say things on my stream, sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna write that down. And then I write it down and I'm like, remember when this happened? I remember. I was there when that happened. Is this good? Would this make it more solvable? That's the question. That's the question. We have to know. It kind of looks like a chicken drumstick now, though. Doesn't it? I feel maybe we need this thing to be like... Oh, that looks weird, though. I don't know. Write that down. Right there. Guys, write that down. Can we get some noted... Some noted emotes? Oh wait, this is solvable. But it, I don't know, it kind of like without this thing in the middle, it doesn't really look like ham. But also, like with the ham though, What if, okay, no, what if it was like outline? Like, oh wait, this, that could look good. Wait a second, guys, what if it was like this? What if this thing was outlined? Yeah, that could be something. And then, what if we also... No, that's too much. It looks like that one fish in Subnautica. I have never played Subnautica. So I just don't know. I simply don't know. Oh wait, you think that maybe if I added these things without the thick outline, it would have been solvable as well? Oh, okay, but okay, now this is unsolvable. Oh man, I thought that would make it solvable, but it doesn't. It actually makes it harder to solve. What if we did that? What if we simply had like this? That's doable, right? It still looks like ham. Oh wait, we could also, okay, instead of doing that, we could simply make this thing. We could simply have this be thicker. But is this really the same ham though? The ham of Theseus. If you add more pixels to the ham. Outline around the bottom bone. True, that's also true. It's also true. Okay, what if it was like that? What if it was like this? We took this, we pasted it. Welcome Hamflow. Ham from Hamflow? No, this is Hamflow 3 ham. It's Hamflow 3 ham, and yet it's 1 ham. Explain this. How can it be 3 ham if it's simply just 1 ham? I don't think it's possible. I find that hard to believe, TBH. Yeah, what if it was like this? Is this better, or does it look worse? Because it kind of needed the taper, right? If it's like this, it has a taper, but then I feel like this connected to this is a bit too thin. Maybe like this. Now what if it was like this? And then we had this thing. We could have these on the outline. Look at that anti-aliasing. Any fans of anti-aliasing? Whoa, guys, that's something. That's something, right? That is something right there. Copy strike. Isn't it usually copyright strike though? It's not just copy strike, but copyright. Okay, this is solvable though. Look, it still kind of looks like a ham. In some ways, it does in some ways resemble a ham. What if this? Okay, you kind of need this. This thing needs to be here. Either this one or this one. But yeah, it also kind of looks like a corn dog though. But you know, it's close enough to a ham. I think this is good enough. That's ham. That's ham right there. And what if we made this one? What if we had this? And this? Yeah, look at that. And then... No, that's good. That's good. I think that's good. Luckily, we don't eat corn dogs here. I don't think I've ever actually had a corn dog, now that I think about it. It's like one of those foods that you think would be common enough, but I don't recall ever having eaten one. It's been a long time since I've had a corn dog. Yeah, I've never. You know that in Japan they call them America dogs? I call them being at school lunches. We've never had that. It has simply never even been a thing. Okay, let's remove this thing. And then we can solve it for real. For real, for real. Corn, dog, dog with the corn. Dog with the corn on him. Corn dog. Alright everyone, it's ham solving time. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Solving the ham. It's kind of cool that, you know, like, to know that your game works. The fact that I'm playing my game, to know that it's playable. It's kind of cool, right? It's like I'm playing real picross. It literally is real picross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you ever panic at work and you can't type fast enough? Why do you need to type fast? Is that a thing you need to do? Type fast? I cannot recall a time that I've needed to type fast at work. Is it like a production issue? Or is it like, oh no, the servers are down. Oh no, I'm typing too slow. I can't say that I relate. Well, no, what's the context? So we gotta know the context to provide better insight. Okay, so we know this must be part of the 8 because there's no way this could be a 3 because there's only 7 here. So we do know that the 3 is there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Typing. Has anyone even typed recently? Anyone play that typing battle royale game? Oh, final sentence. Many things have escalated all at once. We fired our project manager. That's too much information. Now we can identify where you work. I just look for places that have an open project manager position, which obviously will be so specific. No one's ever looking for a project manager, of course. It would never happen. Imagine needing a project manager. Look at all the companies that are hiring. That's literally all of them. It's not true. Actually, many of them are not hiring. A lot of places are probably not hiring. A lot of places out there not even hiring. One of 10,000? Only 10,000? You think there's only 10,000 companies that are looking for a project manager? I feel like I've gotten more spam mail recently. Or maybe not spam mail. I guess it is spam mail. But like recruiter emails. I've gotten a lot more of those in the past like few weeks. I don't know what it is. I feel like it was not as common until like maybe last month. I don't know. We have had quite a few people like leave the company in the past like few months. I feel like it always happens in waves. It's always like, it's never just one person leaving. You always get those emails that's like, hey, I'm leaving after however many years. And then there's like 2 other people that are also leaving. And you're like, is this because you received your final stock vesting from your initial sign up? From initially joining the company, they gave you stock for 4 years. And then like sometimes it's like, it's better to leave and then come back than it is to stay at the company. Because if you come back, they give you like like the stock grants again. Something like that. There's something like that, right? Any knowers? Anyone know things? Golden handcuffs. Yeah, that's the term. Company A vest, move to Company B. Stock vest, move back to Company A. Yeah, that is the thing that people do. It is quite the common thing. So common that there's a term for people that do that. It's called boomerangs. It's because they leave and they come back. You join the company and you're like, I was here several years ago and then I left and then I came back. That's it. It's life. Okay, so I know this one, the 7, it's gotta be there, right? It's literally gotta be there. Gotta be. You know, this song specifically has been stuck in my head for a while. There's something about this song. It's very catchy. Recess. Study mixtape. Recess. I do need to find more music for my game though. I know you can't hear the music from the game. This game has music. Yeah. On the bottom right there's like a music thing. It's a way of networking. If you ever want to leave Company B, then Company A has a lot of people that know you. That is true. Networking, it sure is. Am I right, gamers? But sometimes it's not working. What do you use for documentation? I thought you meant music for the Game Boy. I do mean music for the Game Boy game. But I was talking about also that this song has been stuck in my head. What do I use for documentation? Google Docs? Docusaurus? That's a thing, right? Docusaurus. Markdown, you write your markdown documents, they get hosted somewhere. The other GB Picross game, Taiyaki Museum of Fish, had some pretty good music. Dev himself made chiptunes of several classical music. Yeah, those are actually available on itch. But like, I don't want to use them because, you know, there's another Picross game that's been out. We're stuck with Atlassian Wiki. Man, imagine using Atlassian. I guess we do use Jira. You start a new job? Wait a sec, how long has that been? I didn't know this. Can I write this down? I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna write this down in my notes. Streaming. Slime molder started a new job recently. And the documentation is bad. Alright. Google Docs. There was like, so at work sometimes we have like these discussions on like team, whatever, it's like people have questions, like social time question is like, how do you use AI at work? And like everyone had an answer. Everyone was using AI and I was the only one that was like, I don't really use AI coding assistants. Everyone's like, oh, I was looking for a way to like, you know, get Claude, the AI coding assistant, to generate this code, but I have a problem. And like, I've never tried that at all. I was like, the only time I really use AI at work is like, we have this thing that searches and indexes our internal company documents. And then I only ever ask it about company specific things. Like, oh yeah, there's like this service. How do I, you know, how do I call this endpoint or whatever? Where can I find the documentation for this endpoint? And then it'll just be like, here's the documentation. Here's how you would, you know, write the client code using our own library or whatever. But everyone else was like, I just use it for like general purpose stuff. I actually ask it to critique my code. Actually, I post documents and then ask it to summarize it for me. Yeah, handmade code, that's me. Usually people spend more time trying to make AI generate code that works. Yeah. A lot of them did say like they've had issues with it. Sentiment analysis. Just have it summarize things. Anyway, I guess an ad is going to start in 30 seconds. When that ad starts, I'm going to drink water. This one's actually kind of tricky. This puzzle really causes me to think. Maybe because I've been distracted. It's probably not actually that hard. You know, it's a good mix of difficulty. Anyway, I'm going to hydrate now. It is in fact 6 p.m. Alright. I usually use AI when sending emails to clients and I realize I'm explaining things way too in-depth and like AI makes this less detailed. I guess. I don't know. I just don't do it. I simply just don't do that. Third row. Exactly. Stream elements. What? Stream elements? What do you mean we're starting it now? I thought we already started the ad break. Finally said expand tab. It's been so long I don't even remember what that does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stream elements. Stream elements. They don't even know. Man, stream elements, you changed. You used to be different and now you're the same. Literally the same, but different. What if stream elements was real? What if there was a real person that was just in charge of typing out all this stuff manually? Wouldn't that be cool? What if stream elements was just like 1,000 people? Just hired to like type commands. Whoa, how does stream elements do this so fast? That's crazy. Real person? Exactly. That person is so real. each person is an element? Yeah. Alright, how many is this? Is 8, 9, 10, so it's gotta end here. Fourth column from right done. True. True? Truing though? Actually truing? Give this man a true? Alright, then there's gotta be a 2, right? Gotta have a 3 slime molder. I remember last time slime molder tried to join. He failed to join many times, and then he just gave up. I hope it works today, though. I wonder what the issue was. I wonder what the problem even was. You know, I feel like this one is pretty good difficulty. It's like, it's not so easy, but it's also like not too hard, you know? Maybe it is easy. Maybe it'd be easier if I was not streaming. Perhaps. 2, 4, 3. So that's gotta be there. This one's gotta be this thing. Surprisingly hard to make the puzzle hard. Yeah, it's like it's usually it's too easy to make it easy. It's not too bad. Well, what if you designed one, huh? Prop not Jack. If you could design a puzzle, have you considered? Welcome Nutritious as well. This guy. Yeah, just instead of doing work, just design a puzzle. Wouldn't that be cool? Imagine your job being to design puzzles. Wouldn't that be cool? It'd be kind of cool, right? They gotta have like in-house things that evaluate difficulty. I would be surprised if they didn't. I mean, like at Jupiter, you know? The Picross company. You know that Jupiter also made Pokemon Snap, I think? We know them as the Picross company, but they also do other stuff. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. We don't even think about it. But they are out there making things. Making various things. Has anyone made various things? That's a 1. This one, it's gotta be a 3. It's gotta be. Literally required to be a 3. You might think it could be a 4, but you're wrong. It's gotta be a 3. Welcome, Sander. What? Vacuo what? What the heck? That's such a good emote. Welcome, Carabelle. Goated emote. Goated emotes of all time. One of the goats. One of the goats of all time. That's the thing my mom loves. Ham? Is it ham? Hamflow fan? Is a Hamflow fan out there? Is this 12? No, this is, it's 11. Let's see. This sort of puzzle. Picross? Your mom plays Picross? Are you sure? Are you sure it's Picross and not, like... I guess Picross does have a bunch of, like, mobile apps now. Sorry, nonograms. There's a nonograms.com has their own app that I use sometimes. It's like pretty good, right? It's pretty good. It does have ads though. Picross does look a lot like Sudoku. No. I mean, I guess it does have like separated grids, but like you don't write the number. The numbers are outside the grid. That's different. That's totally different. Until you start solving it. Maybe you're right. Maybe you are correct here. She has a bunch of those puzzle books. You have to manually draw each square. But do they have numbers though? Are they numbered like this? I guess it's probably this. I feel like I usually don't see people with like physical nonogram books. Yes. Oh. That's cool though. Picross, you know, nonograms, it's enjoyable by many. Maybe she would enjoy this game. Maybe once I'm done, you could be like, hey, you can try playing this game. And then she's like, whoa, that's cool. And then she asked you what glorp is. She's like, son, what is glorp? Like, oh mom, that's just an alien. That's just an alien from twitch.tv. And then she's like, what's twitch.tv? And you're like, oh, it's just a platform that has streamers. And she's like, what's a streamer? And you're like, oh mom, you're asking too many questions. You're simply asking too many questions. Also, I've done this wrong. Is this not 12? This is already 12. This can't be there. And then what? Starts watching Wolfes. No. That would never happen. No one would ever watch this stream. Okay, I like that one. 18 minutes? That's pretty good. I do need to move this A button though. So the question is, where do I move it though? I could move it here, but then it would cover, if the puzzle is big enough, it would cover numbers. I could also just hide the numbers when the puzzle is solved like this. That is true. I could simply just hide these numbers. I mean, I do that on the next screen, right? The next screen, the numbers are hidden. Bam, there's him. Okay, that's a good one. Wait, it didn't save. Wait a second. Guys, it did not save my time. This is a bug. There is, in fact, a bug. Oh, no, it didn't save because I cheated. It's because this is my best time. That's fine. It does save. It does save. It doesn't save over your best time. Tell me I solved this in 1 second. I can't believe it. This guy cheated. This bro is cheating, man. Add ham puzzle. Alright, what else can I add? What's another thing that I can add to this game? Another thing that is relevant to me or people that I watch. Welcome, Alt Scout. Cheating all the records. Look, I just need a quick way to preview the results, okay? Oh, fishing! I could add fishing. Perfect thing to add. You gotta have fishing. Imagine not having fishing. What if I just add a fish? A fish and then another thing for fishing. What if I just took my Wolfie sprite? Didn't I have one? Hold on. Where was it? I had some other Godot. It was in the Godot directory. Fishing. How did I? Where was it? Example. Documents. GB Studio. Example. Assets. Sprites. Player.asprite. What if I just made this a puzzle? There's Wolfie just standing there. That could be a puzzle. Have we considered this? Have we considered turning a Wolfie into a puzzle? Oh, but he's 16 by 16 though. It's too much. What if it was like, it could be like this, right? It could be like this. You think this is solvable? Probably. Oh, but then, okay, so it doesn't have this separation. We gotta have some sort of separation of these. But then what? But then, oh shoot, but then what? But then how does this even go? How does that even go? It doesn't go. Guys, it just doesn't go. Alright, what if it was like this? And then we had like that. Oops. And then we save it. And then we see if it's solvable. Oh shoot, it is solvable. Wait, we could have a Wolfie puzzle in the game. Wow. But maybe this should be. No, that's fine. That's fine. But what if it was like this? What if it was like this instead? I feel like maybe this is better. Is this one solvable? I feel like this stuff could be this color. And then it could also be like this. And then we see if this one's doable. Nope. It's not solvable. There's many things that are not solvable about this. Now what if we had the hair be shaded? No. Alright, I guess we do need this thing to be... Oh, wait, hold on. That, though, that is solvable. What if it was like, so if we make this dark, and also this dark. Now, what is the extent? What if we had this? That's also solvable. Okay. So we just need another line up here. We need, is this needed? It is needed. Okay, we need this to be dark as well. And hopefully that's good enough. You can still kind of tell that it's Wolfie. Alright, there's more. There's a bit more that's needed. Okay, what if we made this dark? Was it this one? Okay, we needed... What if these? What if it was like this? Has anyone even considered that it could be like this? I don't think so. Anyway, what's going on? What's going on out there? Who even is there to discuss today on this stream? Did you guys see the sports? Hey guys, did you guys see the big game? Wow, they sure did kick the ball. They sure did go out there. Guys. Alright, so this is one that could be in the game. Let's try to solve this one. Let's simply try to solve. Do you guys see the Smiling Friends original characters that have been trending? First you had the Autistic Gamer 744 or whatever. Now you have another one Dolly something. Another Smiling Friends original character that people insert into the clips of the show. And people go, this is funny. I thought it was funny. I don't even watch Smiling Friends. Anyone tracking the MLB World Series? Not me, but maybe other people are. Maybe there's people out there that are doing that. Didn't Shohei Ohtani do something impressive the other day? He like hit the home run, a really big home run. Probably. He's always doing that. Bro is always doing that kind of stuff. When is the Wolfie episode of Smiling Friends? I can't confirm nor deny that this is happening. I'm contractually obligated to not answer that question. The only news I'm aware of sports related is controversy in the NBA. I was not aware of any sort of controversy. Isn't there always controversy though? Oh, gambling. Didn't Shohei Ohtani have like a gambling scandal as well? Shohei breathed. Slam Alert hates the Dodgers. Go Jays. They're always dodging. What are they even dodging? One of the coaches was arrested? Wait, which team was it? I ask as if I have anything interesting to say about... Which team? Have I heard of the team Portland? No, you gotta name the team, not the location. Now I know that it's Portland. I would have been like, that's the team from this place. Now it's been Blazers. See, that would have been more interesting. Then I would have been like, I've literally never heard of Blazers. I didn't even know they existed. There sure are a lot of sports teams out there. Anyone have a favorite sports team? You're like, oh man, I love the freaking the Mets. Love the Mets, baby, love the Mets. Always talking about the Mets. You see that someone like there was like a burglary thing at the Louvre. You pronounce that Louvre? Someone stole something from the Louvre? Louvre? The Louvre? Denver Nuggets enjoyer? This guy and his Denver, Colorado. The Louvre? The Louvre? Isn't that the toilet? Isn't that where people go to toilet? To toilet, it's a verb right there. To toilet. The Mets. They casually escaped on scooters. And also, what was that sound? What the frick was that? You hear that? Yeah, it's probably something from in the game. The turlet. I was the one that stole the funny jewelry. Can't believe this. Can we get that guy out of here? It's a crime. You can't be committing crimes. That's illegal. You guys know that crimes are illegal? It's kind of messed up. Is it okay to wear a ratty t-shirt to work? I noticed mine has Ratty has fan merch? Holy frick. You got a Ratty t-shirt? How do you get that? How do you get a Ratty t-shirt? That's crazy. I will say balancing it pretty art-wise versus difficulty in gameplay is pretty delicate. What, for picross? It does make sense. I have a shirt with a ton of holes in it that I wear to sleep because it's still pretty comfy. Yeah, you could always wear it like not to work if you're concerned. If you think people will judge you. I feel like people don't care though. That's the thing. Is that sometimes you're like, oh, is anyone gonna like mind that I wear this shirt? And then like realistically speaking, like no one's gonna care. Because like I don't remember what my coworkers were wearing, right? I'm never like, oh, this guy wore the same shirt 2 days in a row. I don't remember. If you asked me like what color my coworker's shirt was, I'd be like, I don't know. It's one of the reasons I like 50 by 50 puzzles, because the difficulty is the endurance rather than the pattern. I've never done a 50 by 50. That's too much. That's too large of a puzzle. That's too puzzling for me. I can't have it. It's gotta be this. It has to be this. I remember when Wolfie wore the same outfit twice in a row. I'm always wearing the same outfit. Constantly. On any given day, you'll be like, Wolfie is wearing this sweater vest again. Doesn't he have anything else? No. Imagine parsing out a row like 1, 2, 1, 1. Yeah, that's too much. What if one of the rows was like a phone number? What if someone made a picross big enough that the solution is someone's phone number? Wait, wouldn't that be messed up? If there was like a person that loves solving picrosses, and then they had like viewer submitted ones, and then one of them was their phone number, you'd be like, oh, whoa, yeah, that's crazy. Whoa, these numbers resemble my social security number. Whoa, that's crazy. How did they do that? Wow. Wow, this row is literally my social security number and personal information. What if someone made up a cross that said, will you marry me? That'd be a pretty good proposal. But what if they gave up? What if you did that and then like they gave up because it was too hard? Wouldn't that be depressing? They're like, oh, I'll get to it. No, it's too hard. I don't want to solve it. No, come on, please. No, it's not that hard. It's like kind of easy. I'll help you solve it. No, I don't want it. It's too hard. It's ruined my fun. Hey, what if they had like a really bad time with it? Wouldn't that be awful? Sending my credit card to Wolfie. And also, don't you forget the digits on the back. You have to put those as well. Wait, this is wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Something here's wrong. This can't be a 7 if this goes here. Oh, frick. Guys. We're 8 minutes into this one. This one's pretty challenging. I like this one. What the heck did I do wrong, though? I think this is wrong. Oh, shoot. Guys. This is 9 right here. This is 5. Is that really 5, though? Are you sure that's 5? I don't know if that's really 5 right there. Oh, no. No, it can't be here though, right? It can't be. It can't possibly be. You guys know that there was a thread on the Hololive subreddit. It was very highly voted. It was about me. Someone said I miss Wolfie, and it's like, why is this the #1 voted Hololive Reddit thread from yesterday? We had people that were like, this has nothing to do with Hololive. This is literally just a guy. Guys, remember Wolfie? Remember this guy? What do you think that guy's doing? He's still in the zeitgeist. Zeitgeist. What is that? A Pokemon? This Wolfie, but my aim is getting better. This guy and his jokes. He's always joking. Like some kind of joker. But Wolfie will rest in peace. Now, and then there were people in the comments that were like, you know, he's still alive, right? He's like, he streams, you can watch him. And then I got like some followers because of that. They're probably not gonna watch, but you know, they did follow me. Oh shoot, this guy streams. What's this guy doing? Miss Wolfie. Wolfie Wolfington. That guy. That guy's out there. It could be any one of us, true. True. I did recognize one of them from one of the Reddit users as a VTuber chatter from like another indie VTuber stream. I said, wait, this person watches this streamer. And they commented in the Reddit thread. Me when I recognize chatters. Whoa, that's the chatter. That's John Chatter. That's the guy who chats. Imagine chatting. This is the 2. This is the 4. And then he got another 2. It's gotta go there. Obviously. And then what? There's so much going on here. There's literally so much to think about. Alright, so this has to be there. It has to. It literally gotta be. Did anyone use Reddit recently? What are the Reddits that you go to? Any fans of using Reddit? There's gotta be a 2, right? 7, the 3. Sports ball with the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets subreddit. Dog pictures, that's a good one. Dogs, I get pictures of dogs sometimes on Twitter. Several gaming subs. What about Steam? What about the Reddit for I don't know. I don't even know. What am I talking about? What about the Reddit? Are there any dogs at your work? Sometimes people do bring in dogs, yeah. There was one time a dog was like really excited to see me for some reason. Welcome DX Nomad. It was like, it was tied up next to the bathroom. And then I was trying to go to the bathroom, the dog kept like jumping at me. And then like when I went back to my desk, the owner walked by with the dog and the dog like kept running at me. And then I pet the dog. A friend made a /r about me as a bit. What did they write on it? Yeah, we do have a dog-friendly office. What the dog do? Now, oh, now you can find out where I work. Just find all the dog-friendly offices in New York. No, there's only like a billion of them. They all have dogs. Dogsed. Me when dog. Me when the dog. Bro, that is dog right there. Remember when people would say dog water as an insult? Bro, that's dog. Sometimes they would abbreviate it as dog. Bro, that's dog. That's literally dog. What the doc's doing? Dog. That 2's gotta be there, right? It's gotta be. It literally gotta be. And then this, that's done. That's there. Wait, this feels wrong. Wait a second, this is wrong. Guys, I've done so many things wrong here. Oh no. Wait. This one's actually hard. Hold on. Since I know what the answer is, I know I did it wrong. But like if I didn't know, I'd have to like do this over many times. Like what is this? What are we doing here? I was setting up some equipment at a company. At a company yesterday, they were all drinking beers at work. Yeah, I mean, they used to do that at, like, a previous place I worked at. It was also on Thursdays sometimes. Can't help because I'm busy making puzzles instead of being at work. This guy's puzzling. This guy's out here making the puzzles. I might have to restart this one. 15 minutes. This is a good one. Good difficulty on some of these. It's like, it's not too easy. Anyway, no, we know it's solvable. Based on this website, we know it's solvable. We don't really need to continue doing more of this stuff. But it would be nice. It would be nice to solve it. Okay, we got the 4 and the 9. So obviously, these must be connected. 4, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stumbles to PC, the leg falling asleep is quite the feeling. True. That is in fact a feeling. Anyone have feelings? Anyone experience this thing known as feeling? It's crazy. Okay, so this 8 has to go up. I feel like I'm already solving this quite differently from how I did earlier. This is actually so different. I do not. This guy does not understand feeling. But why? But why though? Why? I thought everyone understood. I thought it was a universal thing from the universe. Okay, so this has got to be the 5, right? Obviously, it's got to be 425. That's the new meme number, 425, guys. This, you know, it's going to be right here. Everyone's going to be like, "Oh, he said 425, guys." That's the funny number. That's the thing besides 67 and 61. 67. 67. Bro. Bro, imagine being a teacher nowadays. It must suck so much. Everyone's using ChatGPT. Everyone's referencing TikTok memes. You can't stop them. They're all using their phones. Back in my day, it was quite simple. That Anthony writes code guy is a teacher now. Was he not before? What was he doing? What do you mean by now? Was that recent? Like in the past month? The funniest response, does anyone have feelings, is probably scrolling the For You page after one unfortunate like just to feel something. Scrolling the For You page. Welcome, Diego. Such an empathetic emote. Thank you. He worked at Century, he's now working at Michigan. Wait, how did this come up? You're just like, this is a thing now? Did we talk about something related to that? Sometimes I'm just like, how did we get Oh yeah, right. Imagine being a teacher, right? Yeah, imagine being a teacher nowadays. I could never teach. Maybe Wolfie knows this guy. Maybe you're right. Perhaps from Choco Jacks and the fact that I've raided him. I don't have Aseprite on my computer, but I rapid fire made a puzzle. Okay, you can. Is it on the Discord? Gaming. It is on the Discord. Incorrect color palette. What is this? Wolf's ice cream. Oh, this is the. It's the ice cream. That's the. Okay. It kind of looks like a monkey. It kind of resembles a monkey. Do you see it? Do you see it, guys? You see this monkey? Copy image. Copy link. Look at that. Aseprite is free on GitHub. Well, yeah, if you build it from source, yeah. Today's kids seem pretty horrible. Man, they don't even know. There's pre-builds. Oh. Oh, yeah. It's also free if you use Nix OS. It's just, you could just compile it to there. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, cross this off. You have to be crossing this off. Welcome Venbacks, I love these. Picross nonograms, these are nonograms, yes. Yes, they are. Oh, maybe you'll enjoy this game whenever it comes out. I pulled my Aseprite from the AUR, which means I'm building it myself. Yeah. Exactly. I'm always building things. That's why they call me Bob the Builder. They don't actually call me that. What if they did? Arch user. What's the new thing that people use to pull from the AUR? When I used to use Arch, we had two things. It was Packer and Yourt. Yourt? Remember Yourt? I don't know what it is now, but those were the two back in the day. It's probably something else now. Yeah, super dead. I knew it. I would be surprised if it still existed. I could use Git. Yay or Paru? I've heard of Yay. Yay, they got Yay, they got Yum, they got Apt, they got APK, they got apt-get, they got the other thing, Snap, I don't know, other thing. Okay, this one's gotta be here, right? It's gotta be there. And it's gotta be there. Still an apt-get enjoyer. Wait, this also feels wrong. Something about this seems wrong. Oh, this should be this. It should be like this. Seems easier to patch things. True, people love to patch things. They're always patching stuff. What else has been going on? you're silly enough to have a dozen or 2 dozen or 3 dozen AUR packages, sometimes things break. How do you have that many? What are you downloading? That's not in the main Pac-Man. It's still Pac-Man, right? It's Pac-Man is still the Arch Linux thing. Pac-Man. That's the guy from the arcade game. Alright, that's a 3. That's a 2 right there. I don't know for one of my OBS build if from the AUR. Yeah, it's been so long. I just can't relate anymore. Welcome Imajo. What is AUR? It's an Arch Linux thing. The Arch user repository for things that are not in the standard upstream, I guess. Or okay, so that's there. This one is here. That's there. And then what is it? This is 10, it's 11. That's a 1. It's another 1. You got the 3. Okay, I think we're on a good pace here. We're solving this. Puzzles are being solved as we speak right now. Wow. That's literally me. This is a puzzle. I put myself in the puzzle. Okay, there's a 2, it's another 2. The 3 is there. What else can we do here? 1, 2, 7. 1, 6, 3. 2, 1, 6, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. Is any of this? Hold on. What is the next move here? Can't be this one. Do we have to make assumptions? Is this one of those assumption strats? One of these things where you have to assume something? 1, 6. 1, 2, 7. 1, 1, 8. 1, 2, 2. This one really makes you think. Really causes you to consider. I love how I accidentally get mileage out of my new slightly over-spec'd CPU because I keep compiling things. I love compiling stuff. I'm literally compiling stuff every day. All the time. Constantly. You can cross out second. Oh, you're so right. Okay. That's actually should have been really obvious, but I had missed it for some reason. You're right. You're so right. Okay, and then this one. Okay, notice there was an issue there. When I pressed A, it did not register for some reason. It's a bug that I have to look into. And then what? And then 1, 2, and that one. Oh, look at that. Whoa, that's me. Guys, whoa, that's me. Holy frick. Guys, that's literally me. That's me in the game. I should probably have these ones be different colored. Wow. Look at that. It does feel a bit weird that the top is cut off, but that's fine. That's fine. You know, sometimes you gotta do things to have it fit in the puzzle. But there I am. That's me. It does look strange. It doesn't look a bit strange. It looks kind of strange. The top is cut off. What if we made, hold on. If we made the background black. No, that would make it unreadable. Whatever, you know, it's probably fine. Petition to name Wolf's Wow to Wowfie? No. It's not allowed. It's actually illegal to do that. It's legally not allowed by the government. Okay, so we're gonna save this one. Take one row from the bottom of the face. Take out one row from the bottom of the face. What, you mean like this? No, it looks so squished though. It's so squished. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry, it's fine. It's probably fine. Probably. It's good enough. It's good enough. Is it though? Is it really good enough? I think it is. What if we did this? Does that look better? But the surrounding color thing? Yeah, but that's like, if I made it... That's what I consider. Like, if I made it black, though, then this thing would look like nothing. This thing would blend in too much. I think maybe, like, this is doable. But then it kind of looks like I'm wearing a hat. I thought you meant around the border. What? Oh, you mean like if the surround? Oh, I guess you're right. It wouldn't cover this thing. Wait. Giving all images a border in the level select would fix some stuff. Yeah, but it'd be so much slower though. But then like it wouldn't look nice for some of this, right? So this thing wouldn't look nice. This. Okay, let's try. What does this look like? If we were simply to solve this one. And then if the background was like this. It looks a bit strange. Whatever, I guess it was fine the way it was. Probably fine. It's probably fine. Alright, so now we have Wolfie in the game. That's him. Add Wolfie puzzle. Alright, what else should I add? What's another thing? What is another thing that is relevant to my streams? Right, fishing. I did say fishing. You could potentially add fishing. A fisherman. A fisherman? John Fish. John Fish. Okay, so for fishing, You gotta have fishing line, and then perhaps there's a fish down here. And then perhaps the fish is like, it's like this. Perhaps the fish is actually like this. Perhaps even... Wait, hold on. That looks more like a fish, right? This looks so much like a fish. Try making a puzzle of a guy fishing off a pier and abandon it. No. There's gotta be some way to do it. It's gotta be like... It's like this, right? And then there's like a guy holding it. Perhaps a man of some sort with a hat. He's gotta have a hat, right? Gotta have fishing hat. Alright, got this fishing hat right here. And then, perhaps, you know, perhaps the hat is like this. And then... Oh, look, isn't this good? This looks pretty good, right? And then, yes. Yes, of course, of course. And then he has his hand is like here. And then what? Okay, what if it was like this? And then his other hand is up here. And he's like sitting. Yeah, vacuo fish. What if I added vacuo fish? What if I added a sprite of vacuously from Vacuous Sugar Quest? I could do that. Alright, this is something, right? This is totally doable. What about Dink Donk? That's too much. I think this looks good, right? This is totally a real thing. The question is this solvable? Is this even solvable? You gotta find out. I mean, I could add. I feel like Dink Donk would be hard to fit in there. Whoa, this is solvable? You're telling me this is solvable? First try solvable? He's dinking his donk. Silk song, he is literally silking his song. Anyone up silking their song? Anyone silk song? Alright, well this is a quick another puzzle done. Fishing. New tag, fishing. Let's see what it looks like in the game. Skonging. Shrilk song. Pilk song. Ah, yes. Look at that man. Look at that man fishing. That's a good one. That's pretty good. I don't know how hard it's gonna be to solve this one. Maybe it's actually a really easy one. Maybe it's actually really, really simple. And I could spend the time trying to solve it, but instead I will just assume that it's solvable in a reasonable manner and move on to the next one. I love him. What do you think his name is? Steve? John, perhaps? Steve Johnson? Is that anyone? Is that a name? Is that a real... Would it be better if it was like this? I feel like this one is more discernible that it's a hat. Right? If I simply made this thing white and this thing this color, I would say maybe that's better. It's more hat-like in this thing. Or... No, it's fine. I think it's good, right? I think this is good. It would also make it a bit harder. Wait. Yeah. It's good. It's a good one. That's a good one. Fishing is done. What's another thing? Oh, an ad is about to start. I guess I will run ads and then I will hydrate. Alright, hydrate. You have to drink for 3 minutes? Nope. No, I don't. Imagine drinking for 3 minutes. What did they say? Leveled up twice? How is that possible? By waving, by simply using your computer. That's cool. Okay, what's another thing I can add? What's another thing? Oh, what if I add the Godot logo? What if I simply added the Godot logo? No. No. Is that possible? Can I possibly add the Godot? I should commit this though. Git commit add fishing puzzle. Pico 8, but there's not enough colors for that. There's not enough colors for this. Oh, I could add the Twitch logo. Hold on. While we're adding things, what if I just added the Twitch logo? Yeah, I did. Yo, Nanolater had the same idea. We literally had the same idea. I feel the Twitch logo could probably fit in a 10x10. Right, I feel like we need more smaller puzzles. Not all of them need to be 15x15. We could have one that's simply just, you know, it's the Twitch logo. One that is a 10x10. Would they sue me? Would they be like, oh, frick. Mark of the Beast. Did I welcome Nanodan? I think I did, right? He was here. It's the other Nano. The one who does not lather. Twitch would not sue me. This is it's a free game. Imagine if Twitch sued me for having their logo in my picross game, my nonogram game. They would never. It would be kind of messed up, TBH. TBH, to be honest. If you can't use their logo, why is it on Font Awesome? I don't know. You're right. I should be able to use it. The Twitch logo. Is this close enough? This is close enough, right? It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Okay, it's more like this. And then I feel like it needs more of this, right? This one's a bit diagonal. Goes down like that. Goes across. What if this one was actually like this? Is that too far over? Exactly. Is this? It looks a bit strange to me. I realized a while ago that the Twitch logo was supposed to fit into the word Twitch. What? What are you talking? What you talking about? Is this Twitch? Is this the Twitch logo? Is it the W from the Twitch logo? Look at the TC. TC. It's supposed. Oh, you're telling me it's supposed to fit. Oh, I see. It's like this thing was there and it was popped out. It's not exactly the FedEx logo thing, but I guess that's. I never noticed that. Now I know. What the heck? What the heck? Something about this slope doesn't look right to me. Like, I know this is supposed to be slanted like this. What if it was like this? But that also doesn't look right. It's just something about this, you know? There's something there. Bought a webcam, USB-C only. Isn't that good though? Isn't USB-C good? Isn't that what we want as consumers? I made Northern Lions logo too. No, but I said I wouldn't add that. Why would I add Northern Lions logo? What kind of PC has USB-C? Many of them? Many new ones? You could just buy like an adapter. I guess, I don't know. I guess that's your problem, is that you don't have the adapter. But what if you had the adapter though? Have you considered having the adapter? Okay, so this is solvable. Twitch logo is done. It's literally solvable. Oh frick, I put it on the wrong layer. It's on the background layer. Okay, it's wait. Wait a second. My PC does. I thought it was strange when I got it. The Mac Mini actually is all USB-C. It has no USB-A ports, which is a bit strange to me. Is that true? Did I make that up? I'm pretty sure yeah, it has all USB-C. It's got 5 of them. And then you can be like, well, actually, it's Thunderbolt, which is compatible, but also different in some way. It's the same, but different. Alright, so the Twitch logo, it gets to go here. New tag Twitch. Now what if we just made a bunch of logos? What if we had the YouTube logo? If we simply had a new tag, a new frame. And this one is another 10 by 10. This one, what did I say I wanted? A YouTube logo? No, that's too easy. It's just this. What if it was... Oh, what about the VTube Studio logo? Hold on. What about VTube Studio? It's gotta be VTube Studio, guys. Denchi reference. Okay, so the VTube Studio logo is like it's like this, and then it's got this. Drawing Denchi. My PC has one too. USB-C. Akari's hair thing. The ribbon. Bam. Can this be distinguished as the VTube Studio logo, or is this too much? It's kind of squished, I don't know. Put all the emotes? No, you can't. That's too many. That's too many. That's simply too many. Okay, what if VTube Studio logo is like this? It now looks close. It kind of looks like a fortune cookie. Somewhat. Like I could see it being like, oh, okay, I could see how this could be VTube Studio logo, but I feel like it kind of doesn't look enough like it. Maybe it needs to be 15 by 15. Or maybe, what if it was like this? What if it was simply like this? Wait, okay, this kind of looks like... in some ways, kind of looks like the VTube Studio logo. Maybe. The virtual tube studio. Me when the regular tube studio is too much. Gotta have the virtual one. I feel like this looks closer. Just the fact that this is not here. If I added this though, it would make it larger. It would no longer be a 10 by 10. Because I feel like this is too sharp. The logo isn't distinct enough to make it easy to parse at this resolution. Maybe it's just because like I'm trying to put the outline around it. What if I didn't have the outline? And it was just like Oh wait, oh wait, oh shoot. Selective outlines. Shading, look at this, we can have the light source is from up here, and then this perhaps, and then it's gotta have like this thing, right? This thing right there. Is this acceptable under the VTube Studio branding rules? You may use the logo and branding assets, but do not modify them. Do not use them in a way that appears as if your project stream is officially affiliated with VTube Studio. I'm sure. What if I just don't name it VTube Studio? What if I just say ribbon? You know what? Let's just say it's just a generic ribbon. Bow, ribbon. The people that know will know. Okay, I don't say it's VTube Studio. Yeah, I'm sure he would say it's fine. But what if this was simply just like a reference, you know? That looks good, right? Doesn't this look good? What if it was like this? If I simply had this thing like this? That looks so much better, holy frick. Guys, this actually looks pretty good. It also kind of looks like a plant from the ground. What if it was just this? Lack of distinctness is a feature? Exactly. It's a plant. Okay, what if this was just a plant? Just like a plant. That's what it is. It's no longer a ribbon. It is simply... Bottom part not being an arc is making it look planty. But it does look like an arc though. It's literally arc system. Oh wait, what if it was like this? Wait a second. What if this ribbon? What do I call it? Hair ribbon? Hair ribbon? Is this the official term for it? Hair ribbon. It's like a bow though. It's like a bow. Hair bow. Hair bow. Okay, hair bow. Let's call it hair bow. Sure. Now the question is this solvable? We just gotta know. We have to know. Everyone is demanding to know whether this puzzle is solvable. It is not solvable. Okay, what can we do to make it solvable? We could shade in more of it. If we had this stuff shaded, that's solvable. If we... What can we do here? If we were to increase the shading of this so that it's like this, and then we also had another one here. Hates to see a bunch of rows with just ones. True. Okay, what if the shading was here? So you have ones here. What if we did this? What if we did that? Oh, that looks pretty good, right? And then this thing. Okay, this thing though. This thing. There, what if it was like this? Welcome brains out. It's not, it can't be like that. What if it was like... So we need something distinguishing here. If we did this, that doesn't do it. If we did, what if this, what if it doesn't work? What if it was like this? Okay, but that doesn't look good. But that looks alright though. That looks alright. What if it was like this? We could remove this. And that does work. This one does work. Even without this one. That looks pretty good, right? That can be discernible as a hair bow. Now this could be, it could be many hair bows. It's not just VTube Studio hair bow. Actually, because I've added this thing, the fact that it curves up like this into a sharp corner makes it not VTube Studio. Because VTube Studio specifically is very round. So this is just a generic hair bow now. Which is perhaps good. Perhaps it's good. I think it's good actually. All right. But then the fact that they're different sizes though. One of them is larger than the other one, which doesn't make sense. Does this look better? It feels a bit strange that these are like 1 pixels. You got like 1 pixel just out there. What if it was like this? But now it looks a bit strange as well. What if it was like this? That's probably fine. That's probably fine. I still tried it out. Is this the USB thing? This Elgato is quite nifty. Which Elgato? What is this? Facecam Neo. Is that Pomu Rain Plus ribbon? Nope. Nope. It's not. It's because Pomu's ribbon doesn't curve upward like that. It actually curves down. It's a very distinct aspect of a ribbon. It doesn't do this. It goes like this. In case I get a remote interview, I'm getting a remote interview. Yo, let's go. Let's go though. I hope it goes well. Alright, so that's a hair bow. So it's not VTube Studio. We have not added VTube Studio. Let's also add what if we added a bird? It's not Twitter, but it's just a bird. Just a generic bird somewhere. New frame. And it's a 10 by 10 bird of some sort. But what kind of bird? That's the question, is what kind of bird? Just a round. Let's look. It looks like a good looking bird. Wow. Now that's if I've ever seen a bird, that's a bird right there. That is so bird-like. That is the most bird I've ever seen. That is such bird. That is in fact such bird. So bird. It's as if we've never even seen birds. I guess. Nichijou City kind of bird. This is original bird. Original character bird. Created by me specifically. Unrelated to any bird. Now I do feel like this is probably not solvable because we do have a lot of ones here. This one being by itself up here is probably not good. But we can see. We can see if it's solvable. Can your OC and my OC be friends? This bird? Wow, this bird is so unsolvable. Sigrid and bird, I get it. That's a reference to the VTuber. Sigrid and bird. Okay, how do I make this solvable though? If you can't have this here, I guess then maybe we add shading. Maybe this bird is now, maybe the wing is a different color. What if this was filled in? Can't believe Choco removed Job from her emotes. Is because Job is no longer with us. Can't believe that Job is gone. Gob. What if it was Gob? What if instead of Job it was Gob? Alright, how do I make this solvable? What if I It looks so good though. What if the bird had two eyes? Two visible eyes. No. Oh, this one's kind of hard. It's kind of tricky. Kind of tricky. What if the bird was looking at us? What if the bird was like this? What if the bird, yeah, front-facing bird, perhaps? No, it's literally impossible. Guys, it's literally impossible. Okay, but what if instead of this, what if we inverted the color? What if it was a dark colored bird? What if it was like a crow or something? Have we considered that you can just flip the colors around? Have you considered this, guys? Okay, well this one kind of doesn't look like it though. What if it was like this? Yeah, what if it was like, oh, look at this one, guys. Look at this one. This webcam is quite nice. It was on the expensive side, but feels like something from this century. So true. So true. Okay, this one is solvable, and it looks like a bird. Guys, it literally looks like a bird. That's a good looking bird. Quite swell. Quite a swell looking bird. It's a good old bird. Classic bird. That do be a bird though. The color should still have black eye though. But then it doesn't make sense though. It doesn't, like, wait, you look at this and it's like it's not even there. I think it looks good like this. But what if the wing was like this? Yeah, that does sound okay. That does sound. I did not think about the context. That does sound quite bad. What if the bird was turned more? Oh, look at this bird is turned a bit more. Is this bird, when bird turns to look at, is this perhaps? Nah, I think this is better. Is it? But no, this looks good. I think this looks good. What if this eye was here? And then we lowered this. No. No. I do think this looks good. But then, like, in the context of the puzzle though, it feels strange that the eyes are missing. I'm feeling we need this, but then, like, with that, now that this is the same color. Oh no, what if this was this color? What if the eyes were this color? That's weird. What if the beak was extending out of the outline? Actually, this one, okay, so this one, it does still kind of look like a beak in this view. Right, it's an eye, but it's also a beak. But then what if this was the beak? Wait, oh, it could be both. Wait a second, that actually, okay, if this was the beak, I think that would also work. You could interpret it multiple ways. This could either be the eye or the beak. But now it's like, now we know. It's up to the viewer. Sometimes you want things to be up to the viewer to determine. And this is one of those cases. Although it does look very strange. Do we need to make this one? This bird is so round though. This bird is freaking round. There, maybe that's better. Maybe this is better. No. Yeah, whatever. This is probably fine. It's a bird enough. It's enough of a bird that people know. Okay, what kind of bird though? What if it was like a crow specifically? Just a big crow, just a round crow. I'm gonna call this one a round crow. Fat crow. New tag, round crow. Or raven. No, it's a crow. It's just gotta be a crow. Round crow. The bird from Kirby 2. Kirby's Dream Land 2. Bird. You mean Ku? Is there like another bird enemy? The SNES, with the Kirby Dreamland 3. Alright, have a good night. Oh, this? Oh, wait, it does kind of look like this guy. Alright, good night, Zoe. It does look in some ways like this guy. Oh, what if the bird had like this? Wait, that's a prinny. This is a freaking prinny from. Oh, what the? This is a. If you add this thing, it's suddenly a prinny. Wait, should I make this? Should I make this a penguin? A penguin. I do like this though. This looks good. I think this is good. Now it's not a prinny specifically. It's just a penguin. There we go. Is there like a species of penguin that's very round? A round penguin species? Not many results contain round. Roundest penguin. Holy frick. Oh my god. It's a round looking penguin right there. Is that Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh? Tux? No, it can't be Tux. It's a different penguin. I'm just gonna name this one Penguin. Round penguin. Round penguin. No, it's not that round, I guess. Let's just name it Penguin. Piplup. There. Okay, we got a penguin. We got penguin. Okay, what else do we need? What's another thing? I should probably commit this. What have I added? We've added penguin. We've added Twitch. Add puzzles. Twitch. Penguin. And is that all? Ah yes, and hairbow. Hairbow, is there like a better name for this? Hairbow? It's specifically like hair, maybe hair ribbon. Is it a ribbon though? Hair ribbon. Like it is, but it's not like... Is hair bow more common than hair ribbon? The term for like the things that stick like out like this? Hair... what is it called? Hoshimiya Ichigo. What is how would you describe this? Appearance. Student, she wears a uniform. Where they don't describe a large red bow. Hair bow. Okay, you know what? Hair bow, that's fine. Do you ever see people with ribbons and bows in their hair outside? I don't look at people. Katsu something? Are you sure? I don't think so. Are you sure about this? Hair, ribbon, hair bow, name. That's not it. Hairbow, Hairbow, Hairbow. Isn't that the gummy bear company that apparently makes power banks that are pretty good? I'm gonna look it up in my resource. So what is your resource? What is that? I don't know. Anyway, if you know what it is, let me know. I can update this name at a later point. Alright. Let's load up the game, guys. Let's run this game. Simply be running this game. Alright, which puzzle was this? This one was puzzle number 19. Oh, look at this penguin. Look at that penguin. That's a good one. That's a good looking penguin. Now the question is, should the penguin, should this have been white instead of it's called, does this look better? This might look better actually. Does that look better? Does this look better? It might look better. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. And then hair bow, the next one. Yes. Of course. Now you might wonder why sometimes it doesn't show that I've solved it. It's because if I've solved it in 0 seconds, which should be impossible, it counts it as if you haven't solved it. Actually, I should probably add a check for like if you solved it in 0 time. Don't save it. Don't override current value. Thoughts for Wolf's dance, but it's kind of hard to tell that he's dancing though. And I do already have Wolf's just standing there, or Wolfie just standing there. He's literally just there. Enable rank. Okay, so this one, if save level time is 0 or less than seconds elapsed. We gotta do if seconds elapsed and this. If you have somehow solved a puzzle in 0 seconds, then it should be impossible. Is it possible to solve one? I guess if we had a really, really easy one that was just like 1 dot, I guess you could solve that in 1 second, in 0 seconds. Alright, it's like an edge case. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen in reality, guys. Don't you worry, it would never happen. Unless someone was cheating with an emulator. No, it's still not possible. If seconds elapsed, this thing. If no seconds have elapsed. If more than 1 second has elapsed. Saved level times equals seconds. What was that? What was that sound? What is that sound from in the game? Oh, you set up a desk next to us? But then we can't see you. Not even seeable. Alright, seconds elapsed. I should check that this works, because sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes we think it works, and then it doesn't. So if I solve this immediately, it should not override it with empty. Oh, okay, I failed to do it. If seconds elapse and save level times. Why did that override my previous thing? Oh, because this is grouped with, oh man, order of operations. Guys, you gotta think about order of operations. If save level time is 0, or this. Classic Carabel. Seconds elapsed. And this. You guys know that my recent hold on. Library of Laterno. Do you know that in one of the most recent YouTube shorts, my comment was literally in the thumbnail? Which one? This one, you see this right there? A list classic, Wolf is right there. I'm literally right there. He did a U song thing, he sure did. That's me in the YouTube short. It's not even the first time this happened. One time there was a Choco J I can't. I don't remember which one it was because there are so many clips, but there was one that had Choco J I can't in the thumbnail. Alright, let's try this again. Thoughts on recent NL clips? There's just so many of them though. There's so many. Alright, so this is good. I was thinking of Katyusha, which is a different. This is a ribbon. Bow. That's a different thing. There's probably a name for like this specific thing, but I don't know. Don't override time. Seconds elapsed is 0. Alright, we got like 10 minutes. What's a thing I can add in 10 minutes? A Wolfie puzzle-like element. We added a bird, we added a ribbon bow thing. We added, oh, what about an axe? Aikatsu, that's a relevant thing to Aikatsu. Get an axe. Literally relevant to the Aikatsu lore. An axe of some sort. Might be kind of hard to add though. What else? What's another Wolfie significant thing? Game Boy. A rat. Now we have rat. Rat is in there. We have several rats. We have bear. Bear is in there. Pumpkin. Ham. Wolfie. Fishing. Fishing rod. Why we have fishing, which is like pretty much that. What if I just add, I did consider just adding the Vacuous Sugar Quest sprite. It is like approximately the right side. Hydration, drinking water. I did try to add like a cup of water at some point, but it was kind of hard. Water. Hold on, I feel like one that would be easy to do, just load up my Vacuous Sugar Quest sprite. A water droplet. Like this, like one of these? Maybe. Oh yeah, pocket watch. That was a thing from VR fishing. True, it's been so long, I've forgotten. I could add that. Hold on. Let me put these ideas in my to-do. Puzzle ideas. And then people that don't know, they're like, oh, it's obvious it's an Amelia Watson reference because, you know, she's like just got a pocket watch, and we're like, no, we know. People that know, they know. It's actually a VR fishing reference. Okay, we got pocket watch, water. I'm gonna open up my vacuous sugar quest sprite. Godot. Celeste. The project is still called Celeste. Assets. Base.asprite. Okay. The question is, can this be converted nicely? Add every chatter, but many chatters don't even have a personification though. They don't even have a representation. There's no such thing. Alright, link cells. Link cells, what is he even? So, hey, what the? That's a different, that's the base. I copied the base instead of the vac. Oops. Nope. I really wish they would let you move it. When you pay something, they should let you move it. I think it's kind of messed up that they don't do that. Okay. Okay, so I forgot that the vac sprite is a bit larger because of the ears. If I remove this, it's a tiny bit larger. Yeah, but you can't have that. The maximum size is 15 by 15. Okay, what if it was like this? That looks kind of weird though. That looks kind of strange. What if we just... What if it was like that? What if it was like... Oh, what if we were gliding the sprite? Hold on. It doesn't have to be her stationary sprite. It could be a gliding sprite. Oh, what about... Oh, wait, this one. In this one, she is shorter by a little bit because she's in the walking animation, running animation. What the? It doesn't simply have to be standing still. And then if you remove this, it's like... Oh, we can add the sitting. You're right. You're right. There is a sitting one. When you beat Vacuous Sugar Quest at the end, at the flag, she does sit down. True. True. It's a good one. Good one. Oh, it does still get cut off. Flag. True. True. I'll add that to my list of ideas. Whatever, I think it's fine if the top part gets cut off. Okay, so we do have to like update this a little bit though, so that the colors are good or whatever. So that it looks good for a puzzle, you know, because this is too much solid color. It's too easy. I think the hair could be this shade, simply to make it solvable, to make it more interesting of a puzzle. Oh wait, but it can't be this. This one, the hair, the tortoise. The hair. Okay, what about this? Is this? It looks a bit strange still. No, it's fine. It's actually probably fine. And I think this one... The goggles, though? How do we do the goggles? It's white. Wait, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good to me. And then, let's see, we got this one. This one could be the dark color. Oops. It could be this. And then, okay, we gotta have the belt. The belt is gotta be... Oh wait, but that blends in too much though. Oh no, the belt is actually here, so that's good. And then it's like this. And then what? And then what? Right, this is skin tone. And I think that is probably good, right? That's probably good. It's probably fine. Alright, let's see if this is solvable. Solvable? Solvable? Okay, but this does look a bit strange. Oh no, I think this, okay, this needs to be this color. I have to make some dinner, but I'll be lurking. Thanks for letting me play and hope you feel a bit nicer. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, I need to end my stream soon. It is about time to end the stream soon. I feel like this looks a bit strange though. This up here is a bit strange. But I don't know if there's a way around that. Unless we can make this thing this color. And then perhaps that's something. Or this thing was this color. Actually, that does look a bit better. No, it doesn't. Maybe it does. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Alright, let's see if this is solvable. This one, generate from image, is not solvable. So what if we added shading to this? If we simply added shading on this side, that makes part of this doable, and then we need something for this. I guess we just do that. Maybe this. You can also go back to Tuhu. One of those P blocks would be pretty easy. True. The Vactopus, what? Okay, new tag. I guess if I'm gonna be naming these after things, this one might as well just be Opratla. If you look at the black and white image, it doesn't look like she has. Doesn't it look like she has lots of legs? It does in some ways, yes. What if it was like this? What if I made this color a bit more? What if it was like this color? That would also work, probably. maybe, perhaps. Okay, that's also fine. It's also fine. And is also readable. I think this one should perhaps be darker to separate from the clothing. It's good, right? That's good. That's perfectly fine. Generate from image puzzle. Okay. It's a good one. It's a good one. Good puzzle. Good puzzle we've done. We've done quite a bit today. We've designed several puzzles. Look at this ham. Look at that anti-aliasing on that ham right there. That's some good ham anti-aliasing. What if we added more? Some ham anti-aliasing. Do you have oh, I should add nanodan. True. True. I added that to my notes. Oh, well, that should be it then. That's it for today. Let me save this. Let me commit. Add vacuously puzzle. Ad starts in 58 seconds? I don't think so. Let's snooze. Try to make Essie's little oi. Oh, I should add something. I should add an Essie reference. True. 20 by 20. There's probably some way to do it. Anyway, okay, let's see what day it is. Let's raid someone. I need to close, right? I forgot this was open. Man, alright. Here's my screenshot. It's time to end. I'm gonna close the lobby. Thanks for joining. Thanks everyone. Goodbye. What a nice game. You could just leave it on while doing other stuff. Alright. Let's see the day. Champagne Day. Hawk Tua Day. Bologna. Ooh, Food Day. National Food Day. Bro, I love food. Polio Day. Tripe Day. Kangaroo. Ooh, National Kangaroo Awareness Day. Are you aware of kangaroos? I feel like of raid message, it's gotta be one of these. Kangaroo Awareness. We can do that one. Do I have an emote for kangaroos? Don't kangaroos like punch things sometimes? A good buy? Doesn't this contradict the competitive nature? You could have a good buy. Buys don't have to be bad. There's some fairness there. I don't know. National Food Day. National Food Day raid. Or perhaps you can also post National Kangaroo Awareness Day if you want to. Okay, who do I raid? Who's out there streaming today? There's a bunch of people stream. I've never raided this person. This person is not a VTuber. They're a face cam streamer. If you hate face cam streamers, then get out of here. Anyway, that's gonna be it. I'll be back tomorrow with some good old Variety Saturday. Variety Saturday gaming. Be there or be not there. Or perhaps even be square. I don't know. It's up to you. You can determine your course of action. It's your life. You can do whatever you set your mind to. You can go or you cannot go. Welcome and goodbye, Alk, Chakar, and Anwich. I will not be there. This guy will not even be there. Out there doing other stuff. The crosswords are gonna suffer. Unbelievable. Anyway, I will work on this game some more off stream. And it will be good, perhaps. Perhaps it will be good, perhaps it will be bad, I don't know. We have yet to know. But now, the raid is going. So I will see you next time, goodbye.